right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Convention Tea. Today, we're going to be talking about Otakon 2021 again with our friend Pearl from the East Coast. She is our East Coast representative. We're glad to have her here. I don't have a cup of tea with me right now, but it's 9 a.m. here on the Pacific Coast, and I'm having my coffee out of my Snoopy mug. I love my Snoopy. I love anime, but I also love Snoopy. All right, let's talk about Otakon 2021. I know it's been a while, but real life has whoa. So this is
real life
with Scarlet and Pearl. This is our second Otakon 2021 episode. You can check out our Otakon Convention Tea episode with Jared DeGreek previously on our YouTube channel. And let's just get a couple things out of the way. All right. Remember, Magic Candle Company, save 15% when you use our code EAT15 at checkout. And Pearl, I think there's a scented candle I think you will like here that would work great with your Nero cosplay, which we will talk about later in this presentation. It's called Rome Burning. It has a nice fire scent to it. And I think as Nero, you need that candle.
Nero would appreciate that.
Absolutely, especially if it's Rome on fire, because we all know that Nero is lit. I know I'm bad with puns.
Literally lit.
All right, get your violins out. Or was it fiddle? Whatever. Also, we are brought to you by YeMac. You can use my code YeMac-Dame Azenball to get 40% off your purchase at yemacsweater.com. I love this website. They have cardigans for any aesthetic you want to pull. Definitely have some cardigans you can use for Lolita fashion, vintage fashion, dark academia, or if you just want a cute cardigan. All right. And this is Unique Sew. And if you use the code Peony, you can also get a discount. Would you like to talk a little bit more about them?
Sure. So for Unique Sew, I found them actually while I was in college years ago. And it's the first place I ever ordered color contact lenses from. And I like them a lot because they're all legitimate retailers. You don't get any bootlegs. Like, these are all high quality lenses. They have both plain and prescription. So I just basically put in my prescription there and I can get prescription contacts. So actually the contacts I'm wearing right now are from them too. And these I don't really use for cosplay, but you can get any contacts from them basically. And they also have wigs. So they have a lot of wigs on sale there. My Tianyi wig I use for Vocaloid cosplays from there, as well as one of my Miku wigs. And they also have different accessories, like if you want to get contact lens cases or solutions. And they also have makeup products imported from Japan.
Awesome. Yeah, I was looking at their wig section yesterday. It's yeah, I like your selection. They also have natural hair wigs, and they have everyday wigs, because I cosplay a lot of mundane looking characters. Okay, sometimes you just want something that looks like what a non-anime human would wear.
A more natural color and style.
Because I'm working on my Agent Carter costume, and I need something that's more natural looking. Right. I know if we have one more slide here. Oh yeah, come on, load.
Oh no.
Yes. Yes, style. Use the code 3PEARLS. Pearl, tell us a little bit more about Yes Style.
So Yes Style is a great shopping place for lots of fashion, beauty products, even lifestyle and home goods. So for example, from Yes Style, I get a lot of clothing. Actually, this shirt I'm wearing is from them. And my whole outfit's actually from them right now. I'm also wearing a pleated skirt, shorts and skirt combo from them. Basically they have a lot of fashion. They also have a lot of beauty products imported from Japan and Korea, if you like K-beauty or J-beauty. They also have Taiwanese beauty products too. And then for lifestyle, I got a lot of magnetic hooks from them, for my apartment, where they're these really cool and useful hooks. They look like cute animals, like dogs or cats with a tail, and the tail you flip up like a hook. So I have those on my door. My front door's metal, so it's magnetic, to hang my hats and coats and stuff, and then also on the fridge.
Yeah, I could definitely use some hooks too, because I have a blank wall right here that needs to be decorated.
Yeah, they also have other decorative stuff and different home goods. They also have a lot of cute things you can get rugs or blankets, stuff like that.
Awesome stuff. All right. All right, let's just talk a little bit about Scarlet Rhapsody. So we were founded in the early 2000s in my dorm at Sonoma State University. I just wanted to write about conventions. And now we have a team of myself, Pearl, Jared DeGreek, Ramses, to just talk to you about conventions and just what it's like. And I know we're in a really funky era right now of the pandemic where conventions are slowly start to opening up. And we've just been picking and choosing what events we've been covering. Pearl's been with us since our Boston days, and we're glad to have her as our East Coast representative, because a lot of us here in Scarlet Rhapsody, we're on the West Coast, we're in Southern California, not too far from Disneyland, but it's always helpful to also have like an East Coast rep, someone regionally on the East Coast. Right, and you can see us, here we are just cosplaying from Fate Grand Order as Nero and Saber respectively, and y'all know Jared DeGreek cosplaying as Gilgamesh. But that was fun. We'll definitely talk about Fate later in the show. All right, slides, how are you doing? All right, Otakon 2021 had a total of 26,000 people. Did you feel like it was like 26,000?
Honestly, didn't realize it was 26,000. Like, it was a lot of people. Definitely, it was kind of my first time going during the pandemic to place a lot of people in one place, but I felt like they had really good security and like rules there, like mask regulations. So I didn't feel unsafe attending Otakon. I know staff was really good about it, like reminding people to wear masks properly and everything.
Yeah, I really felt like the convention center staff was pretty effective and efficient at what they were doing. And it was also very helpful to like just have like the mask signage like around the convention. And it didn't really feel like 26,000 people, but again, everything was just like so spread out.
Mhm.
It felt busy, but it didn't feel overwhelming, because I know you and I have been to conventions where it feels like so
Yeah.
sardined in that like,
Yeah, and those are
okay,
not fun. Even
yeah,
before the
I don't
pandemic,
like
those
being
were not fun.
claustrophobic. But it's also my first time going to the Walter E-Convention Center, and I know you're no stranger to it. Houston, how would you compare this crowd level of Otakon to previous Otakons at this venue?
I actually definitely feel like it was less crowded than past years. Like, I didn't go, obviously I didn't go last year, and I didn't go the year before either. So it was a few years ago, last time I went to Otakon, and from my memory, it was a lot more crowded. I remember really long lines, like waiting for your badge pickup or getting into vendors hall, like the dealer's room or the artist alley. And this con, I felt like the lines were all very reasonable. There were not long waits. Everything was pretty fast moving.
Yeah, I just felt like you could just walk in, even if the panel was full, like you could just walk in as soon as the time allowed for it, and you still could get a seat, no problem.
Yeah, like even with Masquerade, the line didn't go that slowly, and basically everyone had a seat, so it was fine.
Absolutely. So what compelled you to go to Otakon in 2021?
Yeah, so actually, I wasn't planning on going originally because I was a bit worried about like an indoor convention. But one of my friend Sarah, was like, "Oh, we should go to Otakon," and she was actually hoping they would still have a fashion show because in the past we've modeled together for the Otakon fashion show, but we kept emailing Otakon staff and they didn't have the fashion show planned for this year. But we were like, you know what, we should still go and see how it is. It looks like they have a mask policy. They didn't require vaccinations, but we're hoping most people are vaccinated. So we were like, we'll go. And so we decided to go to Otakon this year. And honestly, I have no regrets. I was really happy I went. It was really fun. I got tested when I came back. I was negative, did not catch COVID. So
Awesome stuff.
that was
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, for us, as we mentioned in the previous episode of Convention Tea, there was rumors that Otakon might not happen again after 2021 because they lost so much money with 2020. And I'm actually happy for them because they actually made money through their Amazon Smile account, because I was buying furniture for my new place on their Amazon accounts. Like, yes, I want to support Otakon. I want to like
Yeah,
give them money because I love this convention. And
me
I'm just
too.
very happy that they're going to be returning for 2022. Their dates have been announced, and I'm already planning to take the time off for it. So I really wanted to support this con, and I intend to support this con in the future because I just love what they do. All right, getting there. So how did you get to Otakon?
Yes. And so for me and Sarah were also travel buddies. And funny story is the last time I went to Otakon, I believe that was 2018 was last time I went because I didn't go in 2019. 2020 was pandemic. But I had seen Sarah by accident in 2018. So what happened was I was taking the train, like the Amtrak down, and Sarah was also going, but we didn't make plans together. I was just like waiting at Amtrak and I saw her. I'm like, wait, Sarah? And she was like, wait, Lily? And she was like, what? And then we freaked out. And then basically we sat together on train, but we didn't plan it. So this year we planned it. Like we will buy tickets together. We will plan to go together on the Amtrak. So I just Ubered to the Amtrak station on Grand Central and then took the train from New York down to DC and then just Ubered from the DC station over to the convention center.
Nice, nice. Yeah, we flew via Southwest and it's not a fun trip. Um,
It's probably a long flight, right?
yeah,
From
it's not
Cali.
only it's a long flight, but you also have layovers too, because
Mhm.
it's very rare that there's like direct flights from the West Coast to like the far end of the East Coast. So you have to like kind of stop in the middle for like about a couple hours. Like it's nice, like stretch and get food, but also at the same time, you're masked up the whole time. And like,
Yeah.
I don't mind wearing a mask for like the safety of others, but also when you're wearing a mask for a while, for like almost 12 hours straight, it's
Oh,
like,
that's a long time.
okay, yeah, smell my onion breath. Hey, and just pointing out the reality of air travel.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So day zero, can you tell us what you did on day zero?
Yes, I actually didn't do that much day zero because I got there pretty late just because I was still working an almost full day at work. I just kind of left work a little bit early to get the train. So I got there at like already late evening, but I did meet up with you and Jared briefly. Obviously didn't realize that the restaurant was going to check for IDs. So like my friend Sarah is over 21, but we didn't realize it'd be like you need to have your ID here to get into this restaurant. So we unfortunately weren't able to eat dinner with you guys in day zero, so we found a different place. But it was just really interesting because in New York, I don't think that ever happens. Like they would only really check IDs or try to get into like a club, but not like a restaurant that has a bar.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's usually only if you're like sitting at the bar, they check out IDs. Like Jay and I, we were just like, okay, let's just try something a little bit different and
Mhm.
not like a chain restaurant, and like just try something like just something local. Like this
Yeah,
restaurant was literally like behind this carrot wall here.
it was really cute. It was very hole in the wall. Like Sarah and I got kind of lost trying to find it. We asked multiple people for help or directions because we were like, "Where is this restaurant?" We're like, "Is it a speakeasy, like something hidden?" But it was really cute. And then obviously we didn't eat there, but it looked really cool. And we got to take a quick selfie with you, which is fun. And Jared, we did find another place that was fine. That was a diner, a local diner, so it wasn't a chain to try. And they let us in without checking IDs. And they did have alcohol there, so they checked my ID when I ordered, but they didn't check, at the door.
Mhm. All right, so let's dive into day one. So
Friday.
yeah, so just tell us about your Friday.
Yeah, so Fridays are always pretty crazy for me because I feel like I'm so excited for the convention that on day zero I never get any sleep. Like I try to sleep, but I just can't fall asleep because I'm so excited. So day one's like all adrenaline, like yes, first convention in like years in person. And so on day one, I cosplay as you see there. It's Miku, but it's actually a new figure that came out this year from Mieto's. It's the Mieto's Xiaohua Miku that they released like this year. So I was really excited that this is my first time cosplaying it. And then day one, we had a few photo shoots. So where you see there was actually Sarah just taking pictures and TikToks for me while we were waiting for a photographer. But I worked with some photographers that morning before the Vocaloid photo shoot, which is, we call them photo shoots, but they're like meetups, like fandom meetups that conventions have. So the Vocaloid shoot was at noon. And I remember from past Otakons, like even way back when Otakon was in Baltimore, I remember at the old location, I would always try to go to the Vocaloid photo shoots. If there was one, I would always be like, I need to go, whether or not I was cosplaying it, just because I love Vocaloid. I've been a fan for such a long time, like since I was in middle school, like I was 13, like way, way back. So it has a special place in my heart. So I went and it was a smaller meetup. It wasn't that many people there, but it was still really nice because I'm glad there's still a community and there's still at least some people cosplaying Vocaloid. And even though there weren't that many people cosplaying it this year, it seemed like there was still a good number of fans who came to like take photos and like talk about Vocaloid and V Singer. And that was really cool. And unrelated to Vocaloid, one of the people there who was taking pictures was playing, I saw them playing Pokemon Go. So I actually asked, like, wait, can we exchange like player IDs? So we added each other in Pokemon Go. And it was just a really cute moment of connection. We were like, we sent gifts and we're like, yay, made a few trades. And yeah, they were from Maryland, so not too far from Otakon. So that was like their local con, but it was really cute because now I have a Pokemon buddy in Maryland to send gifts to. And we send gifts to each other like every other day.
That's so cool.
And then after that, I'm trying to remember. Oh, and then I stopped by this cafe that was near the con, like right outside the con. I forgot what it was called. It was like right next door. And they had like these fraps because it was really hot. So I'm sure you remember it was like really hot and humid.
Yeah, it was like
So,
90, like over 90 degrees. And I was like,
yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay in the convention center because that was the day I decided to wear Verlina from Gundam
yeah.
Wing, 'cause at least she's wearing shorts.
At least, yeah. So for this, at least she's wearing like a dress. So it's not that bad, but just the wig and I'm sweaty. And my hair's grown out a lot during the pandemic because I like haven't cut my hair. So it's like a lot of hair and my wig cap and like really hot. So I was just like, this is so hot, I'm sweating. So I went to the cafe and got a frap, but I don't like coffee though. So I didn't realize I got a caramel frap. I thought it'd be like caramel, like vanilla, but apparently it was coffee. So I'm like, oh no, it's coffee. But I drank it anyways because I was like, well, I already bought it and maybe coffee will help me with energy and stuff. So that was good. And then I went to the artist alley.
I love
And
artist
I hadn't
alley.
been to an artist alley in so long. I think the last time was Katsucon before the pandemic hit, which was like a long time ago, but it was really cool seeing all the artists there. There was a lot of beautiful art, a lot of unique art, not just anime. They had some people with art from other fandoms too. So it was just really nice seeing like all the fandoms in one place. And it was just really, really nostalgic because I feel like it's been such a long time since I was in a space like that.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, I had a blast just kind of like just looking at
Mhm.
like all these idol merch that I missed out in the past year, because both you and I are Love Live fans.
Yeah.
And it's just I'm still like getting to know like the third new series, the Nijigasaki series, and all of a sudden there's a fourth squad.
Oh my God, I haven't seen the third one or the fourth one. So I'm like way behind. I'm only like
all right.
with Muse and Aqua. So I still need to get into the new ones.
Yeah, I'm still getting to know the new ones. And there's like a brand new set right now.
There's so many.
It's like, hey, can you give me some breathing room? Like there's a pandemic and I need to like
I need some time.
yes, I need some time to collect my best girls because I'm still collecting stuff from the previous two. I'm still getting to know the current one. And I'm like,
Yeah.
my brain can't handle a fourth squad right now.
Yeah. I was like, I saw those two in both Artist Alley and Dealer's Room. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many new Love Live girls. Like, what's going
Right?
on?
And it's not just Love Live, it's just all these other idol series popping up. Like I'm huge into Bandori, and the other day a friend of mine messaged me on Discord and he was like, hey, do you still play Bang Dream? I'm like, do I still play Bang Dream? I'm like, yeah, let me reinstall that on my phone. And
Oh, I never installed Bang Dream. It looks really cute though. I've seen
it is.
like stuff about it online. It looks really cute. I just don't have space on my phone for it. So I know people at the con were talking about Bang Dream. I was like, I do want to play it, but I don't have space on my phone. And people are telling me about Genshin Impact. I'm like, I also do not have space on my phone. I tried and it was like, we need X amount of space. I'm like, this is not gonna happen on my phone right now.
Yeah,
unless I delete Love Live,
happening.
but I do not want to delete Love Live. So
did you do any private photo shoots at Miku on day one?
yes, I had a really great one with Athel actually. You know Athel Rogers?
No, you tell me about them.
Yeah, so I've actually been working with Athel for a very long time since I was, I think in high school actually, like was the first time I met him at AMA Boston forever ago.
Wow.
He's been shooting a lot and he's a professional photographer now. Like he does a lot of great work, not just cosplay photography, he also does portraits and non-cosplay photography too. And like even weddings and events and stuff like that. So he shot my Miku on Friday and we went to the Japanese rock garden. There's one nearby the con actually, you can walk there. It's less than a 10-minute walk and it's actually a really great spot. And I never knew this was there. like I had no idea, and Athel was like, yeah, let's go there and shoot. I'm like, what is this place? It's like this escape from the con, really close by, but it's perfect for any like Asian themed cosplays because they have like this beautiful rock garden, these rock formations, like not natural, they're like man-made, and like trees and like really nice statues. So that was a really cool location to shoot.
Yeah, I've seen photos of this. I'm like, yeah, I had my Ningguang cosplay from Genshin Impact came in before the con. I would have been like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, my friends was shooting Genshin Impact. I don't know the characters' names. It was a Chinese name. As knows a Chinese character.
There's a lot of characters who are very Chinese passing in Genshin.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it was. It was a guy. He had like an asymmetrical haircut, a brown coat thing.
Oh, Zhongli.
Yep, Zhongli, that was his name, Zhongli. I'm not familiar with the characters, but yeah, she was cosplaying him, and it was really funny because we were shooting at the same time at the rock garden. I was like, "Oh my god, you're here!" I was like, "Oh my god, Ashley!" So it was this moment of like, "Oh my god, I know you!" It was really funny, and our costumes we actually got in the same tablet order too. So it's kind of funny. We were shooting the same costumes, the same order at the same time, unplanned.
That's so cool. Like, yeah, I really want to check out that rock garden next time when I'm just thinking about like photo shoot locations, because I only had I think just two photo shoots planned, private photo shoots planned at Otakon because I wasn't too familiar with the area.
Yeah,
Because my priority was more like, okay, what is Otakon like now that things are starting to
yeah.
normalize-ish, and an emphasis on the ish. But that's good to know, just different locations where you have like opportunities to shoot. And yeah, we're also gonna like talk about your Love Live shoot here as Maki. And this looks like the second floor to Marriott.
Yeah,
There
so
was like a
second
lot of
floor.
photo shoots were going on.
Yeah, the second floor is like the mezzanine level of the Marriott, and this is where a lot of photo shoots happen. A lot of photographers set up shop there because a lot of space, they can set up lighting equipment and everything. And this actually location is the same place me and Ashley shot Love Live when we did Yoshika and Ruby last time I was at Otakon in 2018. We shot together here at the same location. It's kind of funny. We're doing Love Live again. But this location is really cool to shoot at night because they light up. Like you see the green lights in the picture. Like in the background, they always have these lights and they change colors. So it's a really good location for any idol shoot or any shoot at night where you want like a cool location to shoot
Lighting
indoors.
here is beautiful. Like even like during the day when just kind of like just the light hits because everything's all glass. Like,
Yeah,
that's
daytime
just
too, you
like
get
the
a lot of
perfect place
natural
for
light.
shoots.
Yeah. So daytime you get the natural light here, which is great. So that's why I love shooting here too. And then nighttime you have those fun, like colorful lights.
Yeah, like this is definitely a place where I just like to do a shoot like in the evening. I just had to like find the right costume for it and just
Yeah.
pair it up, you know.
It's
But
also
yeah,
so
like
convenient because
cyber
right
is a good
there.
choice too.
Yeah, you just go like upstairs from the lobby. It's so convenient. And if you're going to the con for something, it's really easy to work this into your schedule because it's connected. Like the Marriott and the convention center are all connected anyways.
Yeah, I think like next time I do Otakon, I definitely want to stay at Marriott just to have that extra layer of convenience and
Yep.
also less
Sarah and I
walking
stayed
outside
there.
more.
So convenient. We're so happy we're staying at the Marriott because in the past I've stayed at other hotels. You have like walk a while, and sometimes it's like if it's really hot, it's not
Yeah.
fun.
Like we stayed at the Hampton Inn and I didn't mind the Hampton Inn, but
Mhm.
just sometimes just doing that walk when it hits like 90 degrees over 90 is like, no, thank
Yeah,
you. Like you could
especially
feel
in the
like your feet on
90s
the
at
pavement just with your
noontime.
shoes.
Yeah, no, some of my cosplays, I brought like comfy shoes with me in my bag so I could just wear comfy shoes to walk because I didn't want to wear heels all day.
All right, let's talk about day two. Let's talk about fate.
Yes,
So you and
fate
I
day.
coordinated to cosplay as Nero and Saber prior to the convention because I know you and I at least wanted to do a cosplay pairing because it's been a while since you
It's
and
been
I
a
have
while.
cosplayed together.
We also haven't
And
even
we
seen
made
each other
success.
in a long time too. Like it's been
Absolutely.
forever.
And we were just trying to figure out, okay, what do both of us have in our repertoire, or what do you have in your repertoire that I can match with that for a costume that I can like make in less than 2 weeks time? And lo and behold, you had Nero, and like, you know what? I've been meaning to do a maid Saber for like the longest time. She's been on my cosplay list
Mhm.
for like the longest time, and I could make her like in like less than 2 weeks, and then we made it happen, and I'm very proud of us.
Super excited to do this together. Obviously, it's fun to see whether or not we're cosplaying the same thing, but it's epic that we were able to do Fate together because Fate's a fandom I actually got into during the pandemic. Like, I never really watched the anime or played the game or anything. And then when the pandemic started, I think I watched Fate Zero first and Fate Stay Night, and then
Good choice.
Unlimited Blade Works, etc. And I was watching the Fate animes. I started playing Fate Grand Order on my phone, and I was just like, wow, I love Fate. I love how they're based on historical and mythological characters and all the stuff happening and all the cool costumes. So this was my first time going to a Fate photo shoot. So that was really cool too. And it was big. There were so many Fate fans.
Yeah, it's pretty huge because my first Otakon back in 2013, I actually did attend a Fate photo shoot. It was run by a few of my friends who couldn't make it to Otakon this year.
Mhm.
And I dressed up as Rinto Saka when she's a magical girl. And now I'm rolling up as Saber in her maid outfit, as you can see here. And
Yes.
also Jay was with us. He was costuming as casual Gilgamesh, but I think he was much more amused, just talking to just random like Fate cosplayers. Like, yeah, it's been a while since I've talked to people face to face in my fandom, and we could talk about obscure things. And also shout out to Jay for like helping the two of us figure out which groups we should walk up for, because for me, I need a refresher because like
Yeah, it's a lot.
Mhm.
It's
Oh
sometimes it's
yeah,
confusing with Fate because they'll say like Saber, but you're like, wait, do you mean Saber class or do you mean like Saber like Artoria, like the character? Like sometimes there's some confusion, like do they mean class or character or like which like
can you clarify? We would
can you
very much
clarify? Do
appreciate
you
it.
mean the class or do you mean the character? Yep.
Right?
And there's a lot of categories too. It was a lot. I don't think they even did any ships because we would be there for like 10 hours.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
even
just
Jay
so many
sent
things.
photos from the shoot to his younger brother, because his younger brother is also into Fate too, and he wants to cosplay as Robin Hood. Like, yeah, Ethan, you got to join us.
Oh, that'll be so fun. There's so many things that I want to cosplay for Fate. There's just so many characters. And actually, recently, the last cosplay I did was I had a shoot in Flushing as Shoots Doji. It was my first time cosplaying Shoots Doji.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I
and I
think
was
I
really
have some
excited.
photos yet.
And I made the horns myself, so I was proud of that because I haven't really done crafting in a
Cool.
long time too. And so the shoot was actually at a really cool like restaurant bar in Flushing, and they like I guess let people rent to shoot there during daytime because they open at night. So I did the juncture version of her because Halloween's coming up, so I wanted like Halloween pictures.
I needed to get on my Halloween photos too. I have a Saber Chong oh no, sorry, a Kipao outfit that a friend of mine wants to shoot. So I'm like, okay, I need to get on that.
Oh my god, we could do that in future too because I want to do also. I'm not sure if I want to do the Saber one next or the Jeanne d'Arc one, but I also want to do like a Chifa one. And there's a really, you know how my favorite color scheme is red and black. So Jeanne d'Arc Altar always has like a red and black color scheme. So I'm like, red and black Chifa, please.
Nice. Nice. Like, yeah. So yeah, here's a photo of like the three of us. I'm glad I captured this on my camera, because a lot of times you're like at conventions, you're not
Yeah,
really thinking about taking selfies or just
yeah,
taking photos, because like, you know, you're just enjoying the vibe. And I'm glad we got this
yeah.
photo of the three of us together as Nero, Gil, and Saber Artoria.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, Scarlet Rhapsody team as big characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so
They
nice. We
also
should do
had
more like group cosplays of Scarlet Rhapsody.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, just name me a fandom and I'll see what we can do.
Yay.
Yeah, but yeah, the Fate meetup, totally awesome. I had a lot of fun, and we also had a photo shoot after that with CSK Photography.
Yes, we did. This is my first time meeting CSK, so I've never met him before, but we had a
I
shoot
really
at
like him.
CSK. It was really fun, and we did it also in the mezzanine level, right, of the Marriott.
Yep, we
Yep,
we
it's up
did that
there.
too. Yeah, I really like working with him, and not only like I'm really looking forward to seeing the rest of his photos. I know he
Oh
was
yeah, I
sending
need to
a
message
lot of
him or email
photos.
him. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, yeah, like I know he was taking a lot of photos at Otakon because he was one of the few photographers that wasn't charging.
Mhm.
And
He
I
had a lot
remember
of
like
shoots.
following him. I remember following him on Instagram, because there was like this thread of like photographers who are shooting at Otakon, and he had reached out to me. And this is prior before I knew about our shoot. It's like, yeah, let me think about that. Let me get back to you. And I'm like the worst person for following up because anxiety reasons.
Yeah, yeah. That's totally valid.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, cool, we get to shoot. And not only I had a great time, we had a great time shooting with them. Like we were also talking about like Gundam and like just other fandoms we were really into. And then after the shoot, I was like talking to Jay, and Jay's like, hey Jay, here's another person who likes the same obscure Gundam series as you do. And he made a new friend out of that. So that's one of the things I really like about Otakon is just really finding like people who are into like the same things you're into, no matter how obscure or esoteric they are.
It's very true. That's like me on the lookout for Dino Ace. I'm like, where are the Dino Ace people? But I didn't see a single Dino Ace cosplayer all Otakon.
Yeah, and then here's an example of CSK Photography's photo of the two of us at the mezzanine level. You can like see how that lighting looks very beautiful. We're very beautiful. So like I just like how just all this just came out together. And also just for emphasis, because I know we're unmasked in this photo, a lot of the shoots on the second mezzanine level, they were done socially distanced. It was fairly safe. And I know both of us had mentioned to the photographer that we were vaccinated. They were vaccinated. So
everyone's vaccinated that we worked with.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mezzanine level wasn't crowded. It was like pretty much like everyone's probably more than 6 feet apart. There's more like 10 feet plus apart. Like you each had like another corner of the mezzanine level, so it was very safe. And I also read on the Otakon website that the convention center was really taking it seriously with sanitizing. So like at night they were sanitizing everything, like the whole hotel, convention center, everything.
Yeah, they even had a video of it on the lobby, how they were
I saw.
Yeah, staff was like sanitizing things. Like, oh, this is interesting.
Yeah, they take it seriously, which is good because I was kind of worried about that too. Like, are they cleaning? Everyone's like touching everything, right? But they are cleaning everything. So, and that made me feel comfortable.
All right. So what else did you do on day 2?
Yep. So day 2, go to the next slide. I saw you had the little masquerade thing. Masquerade. I love the Otakon masquerade. It's one of my favorites. Actually, it's probably my favorite masquerade, like out of all the cons I've been to. It's just super fun. They always have great MCs. And I really love how it's divided up. And they have, the regular like catwalk style thing where people show off their costumes that they made, but they also have skits where people can perform. And they have different categories, so it's inclusive to people, whether they made the costumes themselves or they didn't. And it's always super, super funny and fun. And they made a lot of memes or references, like the chair, like Return of the Chair, which are kind of inside jokes, I guess. If you're new to Otakon, you might not get it. But for people who've been going to Otakon for a while, you're just like, aha, I see what you did there. Like memories. It's very nostalgic. So I appreciated those references too. And I also really like that they made a little video because there were some people on staff that couldn't make it, due to COVID or other issues. So they showed like videos that people made, like people from staff made ahead of time at the beginning of the masquerades. That was really nice because obviously I appreciate that everyone on staff has worked so hard to make the con happen. So it's cool that they, included these people that couldn't make it to the con too.
Yeah, and thank you so much again for getting like the video of me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll eventually post that up on my social media once I get the con report up. But I really enjoyed performing in Masquerade. It wasn't a competition this year. It was just like a showcase of like just different skits. And I decided to just make a new costume anyway. This was originally intended for a Crunchyroll Expo, but because of some clerical errors, I couldn't get into the Crunchyroll Expo cosplay contest. Like, that's okay. I could just repurpose this for something else. And I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it at Otakon, even though it was non-competitive. Their staff was significantly reduced, so they couldn't really have a judging staff to look at costumes and, just go on stage, just have fun. What were some of your favorite masquerade acts?
Yes, and so some of my favorite, well, one of them obviously is yours, because I didn't know the character, right? Because one thing I'm always impressed about is when people do skits, and if you don't know the character, you still enjoy it, because sometimes it can be too specific, and you're like, well, I don't get it. But obviously, I love Love Live. I don't know this character, but it was still really enjoyable because it's relatable, and it's about conventions. So I really love that because even if you are not a Love Live fan, you can still understand like where the character's coming from. Like, oh my God, I'm at Otakon. Like, we're all here breaking the fourth wall.
An anime nerd. That's why I love her.
Oh, like it's canon. She's an anime nerd.
Yeah, she's an anime nerd.
Oh,
that's why I love her.
That's really cute. Oh my gosh, that's cool. And then another favorite I had was the JoJo Bizarre Adventure one where it was like a dance. Like I was really impressed. I'm like, is this person a professional dancer? I'm like, they've got to be a professional dancer. I was super impressed by
Yeah, the Dio
the Dio, yeah,
yeah, they were
the Dio
amazing.
cosplayer.
Mhm.
I was like, this dance is so good. I was like, you could like perform this in like a concert hall. I was so impressed.
Mhm.
That was really, really amazing. And then there was, I think, what else was a favorite? Oh, there was also that one from the Danmei, like you know those from the Chinese novels and stuff.
Yes, I'm familiar what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
so yeah, I was surprised because usually you don't see like Danmei cosplayers that often, especially in Masquerade. Like I'll see them on the floor, but I don't see them performing. So that was really cool, and the costume was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I was
I
looking
love
at the
Hanfu.
details of their costume
Yeah,
because I think they're like right next to me, like in line orders. Like, oh
yeah,
my God, I wish I could have the patience.
yeah. I couldn't remember. Was that? Do you remember if they were cosplaying from Heaven's Official Blessing or from Hotel Trisha? Because I couldn't remember which one it was.
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I just remember just falling in love with all the details and
Yeah, same,
wishing
same.
like, oh my God, I wish I had that kind of patience to make this.
Yeah, I'm sure it takes a very, very, very long time to make, especially if you want to like embroider things on, it's gonna be
Mhm.
like forever.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
just like the layers upon layers. It's also like the headpiece and just like
Yeah,
carrying all that weight on you. That's like,
it's a
oh,
lot. It's a lot. I'm working right now on styling a wig for, it's not for like a cosplay, but I want to do like a Hanfu inspired Lolita outfit.
mhm.
Because you see Chi Lolita a lot with the Chi Pao inspired, but you don't really see much Hanfu inspired Lolita. So I'm actually working on styling a wig to make it look like in, historical Chinese dramas like with Hanfu. So the Hanfu inspired Lolita coordinate I'm going to be working on is actually inspired by Motel Tushu, the Grandmaster Dama cultivation, which well the first like really popular dames that got like popular worldwide. But I didn't want to cosplay it, but I was like, I want to do like a Lolita outfit inspired by it.
That sounds so cool. Like any other notes about Masquerade that we should know about?
Yeah, so Masquerade also they require masks in the audience, which is good. And one thing I appreciated was I did see some people who took off their mask, but staff actually went by, tapped them on the shoulder, and told them like you need to put your mask on.
Mhm.
They also told people if they're wearing the mask incorrectly. I'm sure you've seen they have the mask like down
Yes.
here, and you're like, your nose is out, like this is useless. So they were like telling people you have to put it like up here, like above your nose. So that was good that staff was reminding people.
Yeah, I appreciate the
And
intelligence.
yeah, I really appreciate it. And they were being polite, it was fine. They were just, tapping someone, like whispering, like, you have to like put this on properly.
Mhm. Yeah, I really enjoyed Masquerade. I'm glad that you enjoyed
Mhm.
Masquerade. Like I'm just so down to do this again because it's been a while since I've been on stage and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also curious. I don't have the photo of it on this slide,
Mhm.
but they had like this halftime kind of thing, and there was like I guess they were promoting something called K-pop the musical, and it was
Yeah. I wasn't sure what that was, but yeah, I saw the halftime promotion thing.
yeah, and they had like all these folks on TikTok, just kind of like do like this collaboration TikTok kind of video for K-pop the musical. It was
Mhm.
like yeah, it's gonna open up in DC, and I'm just like okay, I'm kind of curious because it sounds like they're also talking about like Asian representation
Mhm.
in music. I'm like hey, I'm kind of curious about this. I want to learn a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
curious
definitely. It was intriguing because I never heard of that before until the Otakon halftime.
because I have heard of the musical prior
Mhm.
when it was just kind of like just done like as a small thing at universities. Because when I saw Hamilton in Chicago a few years ago, R.A. Burr was played by I believe he's Korean, and I was like looking at his credits and it said K-pop the musical. I'm like, K-pop the musical. I'm intrigued by this. I want to learn more.
Yeah.
But I'm actually glad that it's getting a debut in Washington D.C. before it goes out to Broadway because usually they try them out at like other cities first before they launch
Mhm.
in New York. So I wish this I wish them to break a leg and yeah, I
Yes.
just want to learn more.
Yeah, and it'd be cool if they come to New York. Maybe I can try to go. I haven't been to Broadway in so long.
All right, let's move on to day 3. I love this
Oh
outfit.
wait, one more thing on day
Oh,
two I forgot to mention. We go
sure.
back. So late night day two, as you can see, I changed dino ways. I did like femme Asian to be comfy because sports are comfy. But
Mhm.
after dinner, I went to the burlesque show.
Oh yeah, do tell.
Yes,
I'm
the
actually
burlesque. And
curious.
so we actually were late to the burlesque show, but they were actually really chill to us, and they were like, "Yeah, it's fine," because I guess it wasn't a full house, so there was still space. You have to be over 18. So obviously if you want to go to burlesque, you'll have to get an 18 plus wristband. So me and Sarah got our wristbands before dinner. We went to get dinner and we didn't want to like rush through dinner. So we're like, hopefully they'll let us in if we're late, if there's space. But when we went, they were like, yeah, you can just go in. So we went in. It was so much fun. And I think it's the same group because I went to a burlesque show in 2018 too. I'm pretty sure it's the same group because I recognize some of them. And they do cosplay burlesque, which is very unique because it combines like cosplay with burlesque performance. And it's like a really fun, like play on characters and imagine like what they would do if they were burlesque performers. And I'm kind of sad I missed one of them because at the end they had all of them come back out, you know, for a final bow. And they had apparently Ryuk from Death Note. And like I missed Ryuk's burlesque. I was like,
no, I want to see him.
I would have loved to see that. But anyways, it's fine. I saw a lot of great ones too, like that were not. But at the end, I was like, and the Ryuk cosplay was on like stilts. I was like, what did they do? I'm so curious. But one of my roommates had seen the whole thing and told us that the Ryuk one was really, really intense, like because they were on stilts the whole time. There was like apples and stuff involved. Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive.
And I'm not familiar with Animal Crossing, but there was a character from Animal Crossing that was also really good. And I think it was Raccoon. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Animal Crossing.
Tom Nook.
But it was like a raccoon character, but they did this really cool thing where at the end she like went into like a kiddie pool, like an inflatable pool thing, and poured like liquid gold. Like they had this golden.
Yeah, that's Tom Nook. He loves money.
Maybe that's why, because the whole song was about like money, like give me your money or whatever. Yep. So it was a lot of like throwing cash and like money, raining money. But at the end they were pouring like gold, which was interesting, into like the kiddie pools. Like that's so unique. I didn't expect the gold thing. I thought that she was gonna pour like gold or money, but it was like a liquid thing. So that was really cool. And then there was also, I'm trying to think who else. There was I'm not familiar with this video game either. I don't play many games, so I don't know these video game people, but it was Kitana from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't play that game, so I don't know the character, but it's the fans, right? Katana's one of the fans. So it's like a really cool like fan dance with it, which is really awesome. And so yeah, everyone had really unique performances. They were all really, really great, and it was super fun. And I definitely want to go again whenever they're performing. So
yeah, I totally want to like check out Cosplay Burlesque, but after Masquerade, like I'm hungry. My roommates ordered pizza, and I'm like,
and then you're in for the night, right? You didn't go back.
It's tempting. I need food.
Yep, food's important. That's why we also went to get dinner after Masquerade and didn't like. We were late to burlesque because we're like, we need to eat.
Yeah, please eat. All right.
Day 3.
All right, lead us into day 3.
Sunday. So day 3 was probably the shortest day. Well, it was the shortest day because we had to leave to get back to New York, but it was still super fun. So on day 2, I actually broke my Ida bag. So my day 3 quest was I need to find a new bag because my Ida bag was actually my purse. Like I didn't bring my purse with me to DC. Like I just put all my stuff in my Ida bag. I had my suitcase, my Ida bag. That was it. I had no backpack, no purse. And when that broke, the whole zipper broke, so I couldn't even close it. I was like, I need to get a new bag because I don't have a purse. Like going back to New York, I can't just be carrying my wallet in a plastic bag. Like someone's gonna steal it. So I went to Dealer's Hall. My quest was I need to find a new Ida bag, but that was actually pretty easy. A lot of vendors had Ida bags. So I got a gold backpack style Ida bag from the Dealer's Hall.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And which Ida bag theme was this?
It's my Miyazawa one. So my Dino Ace OTP. And also I met Dia fans day 3.
Awesome.
Too. They weren't cosplaying Dia, but basically I was wildly running through the Dealer's Hall like a psycho, trying to be like Dino Ace merch like I always do on day 3 of cons. Because it's really hard to find Dino Ace merch. And yeah, so I always try to look for it. I was going to every booth. I was like, Dino Ace merch. And then 2 girls were like, wait, are you a Dino Ace fan? I'm like, yes, obviously. I'm trying to find Dino Ace merch for myself. And they were like, we're Dia fans too. And yeah, they were like, they told me not to bother because they said the booth I was at right now was the only one that had Dia merch. Because I asked them, have you seen any? Or an Artist Alley? And they were like, no, unfortunately, no, this is the only one. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I bought a few blind boxes. I still haven't opened them yet because I'm waiting for my actual birthday to open them. So I have literally 4 blind boxes I have not opened from Otakon.
Oh, wow.
I have self-restraint. I'm very proud of myself.
You have a lot more self-restraint than I
have not opened any of the blind boxes. So basically for shopping at Otakon, I also stayed within budget, which is good because I literally got laid off right after Otakon, like when I came back.
No.
But I only bought the Ida bag and like 4 Dino Ace blind boxes, and that was it. And food, obviously, I had to feed myself.
Yeah, because Sunday was my birthday, I decided to like just splurge a lot.
Yay, splurging time.
Because I would spend like most of Sunday on an airplane anyways. Like I'm just gonna enjoy my time not on an airplane, just
Yeah.
treating myself.
What did you buy?
Oh wait, yes, I bought a lot of Love Live merch, a lot of Setsuna Yuki, so the character that I was cosplaying as during
Oh, cute.
Masquerade.
The
It's like, okay,
otaku.
I need to like get all this whatever Setsuna Yuki merchandise I can grab, and also because I have a Nozomi Ita bag, I have like a laptop bag that's also an Ita bag too. So that's my professional work bag, and I have like
Wow.
all, and I just filled it up with all Nozomi
Mhm.
um, merch on it. And I also got this Froppy keychain, which I have here.
Oh, Froppy. I love Froppy. Let me
Yeah,
see.
Froppy.
Oh, Froppy is so cute.
Yeah, it's based on the fantasy closing. I actually cosplay
Mhm.
as this version of Froppy
Oh,
as
cute.
well. So it's done in like a JRPG kind of aesthetic. Yeah,
That's super
Froppy is
cute.
my favorite in My Hero Academia.
We should cosplay Otako and Froppy together sometime. Otako is my favorite from My Hero.
Oh,
But I also plan
awesome.
on cosplaying actually Deku. I don't know when, but I want to cosplay Deku in his hero suit.
Yeah, I have Froppy in the uniform, the fantasy outfit, and Jay can either do Ida or Todoroki
Oh, okay,
in the
cool.
gym outfit in his tracksuit or the uniform because he just got the uniform in the mail
Okay,
last week.
cool. I have the uniform, so I could do Otako in the uniform, and I also have the cheer outfit. Oh,
I can
I
do the
love My
cheer
Hero a
outfit
lot
too.
too.
Like I've been like losing weight, a lot of weight, like around my waist because I've
Oh,
been
we're
doing like
opposite. We gained a lot of weight during the pandemic. I need to like lose weight. I have not had motivation to exercise. I haven't exercised in a very long time.
yeah, I just kind of been like just hyping up my exercise schedule because like okay, once I
Mhm.
get into a routine, that's when I train my body. It's like okay, my
Yeah.
body's all like okay, you gotta do it.
I
Like
need to
after
get
third
into a
quarter.
routine too. I need to figure out something. I mean, I have been walking more at least because since
That's
I
good.
have a new job now and I have to go to the office, I've been walking more every day. So I have like a Fitbit. So I've been tracking my steps.
Awesome.
I've been taking like at least 10,000 steps now, like especially when I go to the office, which is good. Because before it was like working from home, I was like 1,000 steps, 2,000. It was really bad. I was just like sitting the
Yeah,
whole day.
it was easy for me to hit 10,000 steps when I was still living in Boston because
Mhm.
obviously because I was walking more when I was living on the East Coast because I didn't have a car.
Yeah.
But now that I have a car, like, wait, did I just gain 10 pounds after like just driving around?
Oh
I mean,
gosh.
I
Yes,
love
but
driving, but I also like walking too because like of all the health benefits that come with it.
yeah,
But
walking's really good, low impact exercise.
yeah,
Like I
it
can't really
is.
do any high impact stuff because of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Like my joints are all messed up, so I can't really do things that are high impact.
Mhm.
Like I can't lift weights or anything like that. But my doctor said like walking is really good because you can
Mhm.
still get your heart rate up, and it's good for your health, and it doesn't like mess up my knees. Like I can't be like running. Running is like not good for me
Yeah,
because it's
like
hard
for
on the
me, I
knees.
just stick with like pure barre. I have like a lot of work from home, exercise at home programs that I use. I use
Mhm.
OpenFit. It's funny because I have it abbreviated as OF on my computer.
Oh,
And
OF.
anytime I see like, because my brain is so mentally trained to see OF as um, OpenFit, anytime I see like OF, if someone's speaking, oh yeah, be sure to check out my OF. You're on, you're on OpenFit too. Cool. Can we like exchange? Oh, you meant OnlyFans. Like, oh my bad.
Oh no, yeah, it's like same. Like I know what I mean. So that's why I shorten instead of Dino, I say Dia. People keep thinking I mean Dia from Love Live, and like I love Dia from Love Live too. But I meant Dino Ace. Everyone's like, "Do you have Dia merch?" Yeah. I'm like, no, not Love Live. I'm like, no, I do love Love Live. I'm looking for Dino Ace. Like, wrong
You're looking for the
abbreviation.
baseball gaze.
Baseball gays, please. Yeah, only one booth had them, but it was fine. At least one had them. So
Yeah,
day
it sounds like
three.
you had a pretty awesome last day, and I know you had to like peace out early because you had to take the train back to New
Mhm.
York. What
Yeah,
was
because
that
I
like?
worked the next day. So yeah.
Yeah, what was that like taking up the train going home after Otakon?
It was actually quite productive because I was moving everything from an old broken Ita bag to my new Ita bag. So I made my new Ita bag, I decorated it, basically spent the train like clipping everything to the new one, organizing. And then Sarah and I tried the train food, which was like overpriced and bad, but we're
Oh
like,
no.
whatever. But you know what I mean by train food? Yeah. It was like a weird, like I had a burger, but it was like a weird, like like I don't know how they had this burger. It was like strange. It was probably like frozen or something and they microwaved it, I
Oh
think.
no.
It was like soggy. I was like, this burger is not the best, but Actually, day 3 before we left Otakon, I did grab like a brunch thing from the dealer's hall. They had that food court area where you can go grab like food. They're like food trucks or food booths. So I got salmon sushi roll from there and also a strawberry ice cream.
There we go. Especially like with that weather that we had on Sundays. Like, yeah, I need to cool down.
Some ice cream is good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Although the costume was pretty comfy on Sunday. That was actually probably my second comfiest one, like right after Dino Ace.
Yeah, I had to change. I went into Setsuna Yuki again on day 3 because
Mhm.
Setsuna Yuki and I, we shared the same birthday. And there was also the Love Live photo shoot on Sunday as well. And I was,
Fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun too. And like even our Ida bags, like had a call out for the photo shoot. Like, yeah, drop your Ida bags here
Oh
and take
yeah,
photos.
yeah.
And if you have like the Nesso berries, and I actually did pick up a Daya
Oh,
Nesso
so
that
cute.
she's on my desk right now, and I need to
So
cosplay this
cute.
version of Daya. Jared
Oh, that's so
calls it
cute.
the Donald Duck outfit.
Hmm.
It looks like Donald Duck.
That's super cute.
Yeah, so like just
Oh,
bring out your Nessa berries to have like their own photo too. But
that's really cute.
yeah, I made a lot of friends at the Love Live shoot. And like, oh yeah, by the way, it's my birthday. Setsuna Yuki and I share the same birthday. So
Oh,
8/8.
it's just, you share the same birthday. That's so cool.
Yeah, so like, okay, she's an anime nerd, and we're both born on August 8th, which is a very lucky day.
Wow, that's amazing.
Great. All right, so let's yeah, we talked about shopping here, so you can kind of see like what this is
Mhm.
what the dealers hall generally look like.
Don't forget your mask. Big sign with the crab there.
Yeah, like
Really
again,
important.
they had like a lot of signage to remind folks to wear your mask. And what was it like just wearing a mask around the convention?
It was good. I mean, it was different because obviously, before in the past, before the pandemic, no one was wearing a mask, but it was actually really cool seeing everyone's masks because people took it as an opportunity to make really unique masks to match their cosplays or to show pride. Like I wore my lesbian mask when I was Hanukkah. And when I was Nero, kind of like honestly had canon lesbians. And then, people were wearing like their gay pride mask or trans pride masks. We saw a lot of pride masks, so those were cool. And then also like some people made cute fandom masks and things like that. So I thought it was a really unique aspect of a convention during a pandemic when you can use the mask as a way to like express yourself too.
Absolutely. All right, let's just go into final thoughts. What are your final thoughts about Otakon 2021, the first major anime convention to be held during this pandemic era?
I thought they did a great job. Like con staff is amazing. I'm really impressed by everything they did, and I would definitely come back again. Like if the pandemic is still going on next year in 2022, I would come back to Otakon still. I think they did a great job keeping everyone safe, and it was a great return to conventions for me. Like I feel like Otakon was the perfect one to go back to as the first con with the pandemic going on.
Absolutely. I feel the same way too. It was I felt like I had a peace of mind because they were talking about how they would sanitize the convention center and how they would have like a
Mhm.
very strict mask policy. And that gave me a peace of mind for Otakon 2021. And because they were just on the verge of like, hey, are we going to still happen or not?
Mhm.
I love you guys. I'm going to come out and support y'all. And
Yeah.
this is me coming up from the West Coast to the East Coast. And I wasn't really planning on any major travel, but I'll do it for this con because they just run things so well. And they only had like less than 70 days to prepare for Otakon 2021.
Yeah.
And I think they did an amazing job.
They did a great job, and the staff, I love the staff there. They're always super friendly, super helpful. If I ever have a question about where to go because I'm not sure like where a room is, they're always really kind and able to direct me to the right place. So I really love the staff there. Otakon's one of my favorite cons. I definitely go back next year if it's going on. And
Yes.
another thing too, I don't know if you noticed when you enter the con, they also had this really cool like multi-person scanner thing, like thermal scanning, to make sure people like don't have a fever when they're coming in. So that
Yeah.
also gave added peace of mind that at least like they're also making sure no one has a fever. But they did it really efficiently, so you don't have to go and like temperature check each person with the handheld. It was like a whole system.
Yeah, for the most part, I thought the lines ran efficiently, but there was just that bottleneck on Saturday morning slash afternoon that just kind of like, okay, hey, what's going on here?
Oh yeah, I remember the Saturday rush. I feel like maybe more people come on Saturday. That's why. Like
Yep.
some people came for just the one day. It seemed more crowded on Saturday, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I didn't really go into the convention center area until like almost like 3 o'clock, like after our shoot, because it was just crazy just trying to get into the main convention center. And I just wanted to just like, okay, let's
Same.
really focus on just getting my masquerade act right. And I'll just go into the convention center a little bit later. And again, I
Yeah.
just kind of feel like just Sunday, just things just end so fast. Like we did closing ceremonies. And then after that, we went to just go catch our flight from DCA. And
Mhm.
like it just felt like it just ended so abruptly. But I was just having a great time. I'm glad you had a great time. Otakon 22 is definitely happening at the end of July. So we're definitely making plans to add that to our convention schedule next year because I want to continue to support this con because they do so much for the anime community. And I just really feel at home at Otakon, just kind of being with my people.
Same. Otacon's definitely like something that feels like a home con, even though I'm not from DC. I don't really go there that often, but it's definitely something I'm happy to travel out to and support. Really love Otakon, and hopefully we'll see you at the con next year.
Absolutely. All right. Also, just a follow up from our previous um, episode of Otakon 2021. I fully funded recreating my USS Yorktown. It doesn't take me too much to just gather supplies for Yorktown, but I got enough to like get the fabric and also just get a new pair of shoes for the costume. So I'm definitely gonna recreate the dress part of USS Yorktown and bring her back to conventions. For just kind of recap, for those of you who don't know, after leaving Otakon, my Yorktown dress mysteriously disappeared. I swear I packed it with my other laundry stuff. And all my roommates, they didn't mispack it. And I even called the hotel and they couldn't find, like, did this just disappear into another dimension? And just kind of after just being a little bit dumbfounded by it, I was like, okay, I don't normally do this. But let me just crowdsource and just ask about like, hey, I just need $30 just to get the fabric because fabric. And as it turns out, I got more than what I had asked for. And again, if you donated to our Yorktown Fund, thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. And if there is sometime I'd like to give y'all postcards for funding USS Yorktown. But yeah, that was just weird, just losing my the dress part of it. All right, so thank you again so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Pearl, for your time. You can visit our website at www.scarlet-rhapsody.com. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, go ahead and click on that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell so you can be notified when we have new episodes of Convention Tea. And if you just want to support us, support our website, support our parking fees, because it's not cheap to park in Los Angeles, go to our Ko-Fi. Link here, ko-fi.com, Scarlet Rhapsody. The throw is just some, $5, $10. Definitely helps us keep up our website and to also keep up with travels to conventions. Again, thank you, Pearl, and thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you at the con.
Yay!